All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. Welcome to the Voice of Africa platform. I would like to have a very brief conversation with you guys with regards to democracy. The magic word democracy. Why is it a magic word? Okay, for some of us that have resided, for a while in Africa, especially in the western part of Africa, especially the French-speaking part of Africa, where there are a lot of military coups, a lot of, unrest and, civil wars and all those stuff. At times, even terrorism. The only solution that the West prescribe as a doctor, okay, as a medical doctor to the African country, is the one and only drug called democracy. It's a magic. Should I call it drug? It's a magic word. Okay, it's just like a magic word that solve all the problems of the West African countries. Any problem at all. When it comes to financial problem, construction of schools, putting food on the table on the various families. It's all about democracy. Democracy is the key to success, development, everything that you can think of in West Africa, in Africa. Well, a democratic leader in Africa called Mohamed Bazoum, who arrogantly thought that it was untouchable because he had the full support of the West. He had the full support and back of the French government, the government of Emmanuel Macron, okay, who day in and day out talk with a lot of pride, okay, thought he was eternal ruler and thought he would never leave power. Saw one morning, okay, he saw his power being snatched from him. So democracy has been kind of destroyed, or there's a pause on democracy in Niger, and the Western world, the so-called international community, saw it in the very bad eyes. How can this happen? How should they interrupt democracy? ECOWAS, the Western powers, they are all crying. How could they interrupt democracy, the magic world that changes everything? Okay, that put an end to all the suffering of the West African population. How dare they? The military leaders. How dare they interrupt the magic? The most important thing. Okay, democracy. Actually, there have been a lot of coups in Africa. Let's take Chad, for instance, where a Pan-Africanist leader, okay, Deby, was assassinated. Nobody knows the event that actually took place. Okay, we all know that it's no more. Okay, there is a flu around his death, the circumstance of his death, okay, and nobody cares to investigate because it's not important. Why is it not important? Because he was trying to break away from the traditional partners, the most important partners, France and other countries in Europe, okay, who are the traditional partners of Chad. Deby was trying to look for other horizons who were kind of helping you or paying more than France, which is unacceptable. You cannot break away from France. How dare you? You can't do that, Deby. So, Deby, okay, actually dared trying to break away from France. And one morning, by accident, we don't know what happened, he died. Okay, it's an accident, unfortunately. It's an unfortunate accident. This kind of accidents do happen a lot in Africa. When a political leader try to have a bit of freedom from France and other colonial powers. They always have the same fate. Assassination. It could be an accident, okay? Assassination, or in some ways, in any ways, they lose their life or they see their power being taken from them. It happened a lot. Or at times they can even see their name, okay, their name being dirty, okay, calling them so many names, so many unpleasant names. Well, Chad, for instance, there was a coup in Chad, and the current leader in Chad is roaming about, is chilling, is doing everything he can, is enjoying life, and no Western leader, no Western country raises his voice against him, saying that he has not been elected democratically and he should actually pass power to civilians. Why? Because his partners, okay, his partners with the Western power. So you see? So why now Niger? Why do you now have a different approach with regards to Niger? What is going on? The truth is, Bazoum was a puppet leader controlled by the puppeteers called Macron, okay, and other European powers. That's it. And the people of the western part of Africa are tired. They want their freedom. They don't want to continue in that way. And Bazoum saw his power being snatched from him. And now the Western world is crying, talking about democracy. Oh, the magical democracy has been paused. Oh, democracy has been breached. Oh my God, how is that possible? This is insane. They cannot do that. It's not acceptable. The truth is, the people of West Africa are now matured. They know what is good for them. And this is just the beginning. Keep treating us like as kids, okay? Keep treating us like kids who do not know what is good for them. And you see all your puppets being removed from their various countries. A new generation of patriots, okay, will take the heads of all the African country, and that will lead to the united Africa that we have all been dreaming about. Thank you so much for your time, and see you in the next episodes.